Hello friends and welcome to my channel again. In today's video I'm going to make this mushroom model, and this is just an image plane that I have put it in the front viewport. And let's start with this normal sphere. I would suggest everyone to just go with the very low polygon. I mean, it's just very easy to manipulate with this low polygons object. So like you can see, I have picked only 12 subdivision, and now 8 subdivision, sorry. So now let's start adjusting the vertex. So now if you can see, due to this low polygon geometry, it's very easy for me to manipulate and start placing the vertex according to the reference. So let's see. Yeah, I know. If you can see, like if you use some sphere, uh, there's some triangle comes on top of the sphere. So let's remove the triangles and try to make it like in quads as well. So it's good for the UV, it's good for the tracing as well. So we don't want any triangle in our faces in geometry. So yeah, I mean, yeah, meanwhile, you can subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell icon, so you will get this latest video notifications whenever I upload. So yeah, so now if you can see, I've just removed the triangle and now my geometry is in quads. So I mean, till now it looks good, so it's just pretty fine. Now let's add some subdivision, and let's see after adding few segments. And if you can see, the mesh on the top of the sphere is coming really good. So now I can start adjusting this with the reference again. So as you can see, I started with the low polygons and gradually I increased the subdivision, and it's helped me to work very seamlessly. So now if you can see, this model is coming really good. I mean, flow is coming good. And now let's add few more segments. So but before that, let's add some thickness for this mushroom house. So let's me extrude that objects a bit, sorry, edge just a bit, and let's do one more extrude. Let's go with the offsets and try to scale to make it straight. And let's see if in the other viewport. So I'm just adjusting according to the reference, and let's see how it's coming from the perspective. So it's coming good, and yeah, looks good. Now I'm going to do the bevel of this edge, just to make a bit more curve, but I'm not going to add any segments. We really don't want that. I just want to make it curve. So that's the reason why I'm not putting any segments on that. And now start playing with some of the vertex and try to give some depth, because the surface is very ununiform. We don't want any kind of flat surface. So I'm just giving some sort of depth. So now I'm using the B key. B is the shortcut key for to smooth geometry. So I'm just playing with this smooth geometry, and I think it looks good now. Let's add one more segments. So now you can see how I'm adding the segments. So I didn't start with the high polygons, but I start like adding the segments gradually. So once you're happy with this, all the placement, and you can add more segments. So now if you can see, I'm playing with this subdivision options to give a gradual and smooth look of the mushroom. So now everything is perfect now. So I'm just adjusting through the reference, and yeah, this is coming good now. So till now it's good. So now let's start to make the base. So let's extrude this border of the edge of this house, and let's see, start playing with this vertex and trying to match as close as possible with these segments, sorry, the reference images. uh, Although this reference image is in the perspective, it's not 100% front view, but yeah, I mean, you need to take some sort of assumptions while doing the modeling. Okay, so let's see, I'm just adding this extra segments. So later on I can add more segments, and because my planning is not to use any boolean tool. I'm just want to use with this normal high poly, and I will delete some of the faces, like on the door and the window area, with the same polygons. So now if you can see, I have just added a new segments here, and now I will do the bevel to give more segments, because I need more segments now. And meanwhile, you can subscribe my channel, so that subscriptions gives me motivations to make more video like that, like this. And now after adding the segments, now what I'm doing here is I'm just adjusting this, to make it a bit more curve, because this surface is a bit more curvy. It shouldn't be very straight and flat kind of surface. So I'm just adding few curve to make a bit more segments. So now if you can see, it's coming really good. I mean, I can see this curvatures. So till now it looks good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a door from this geometry as well. So I mean, if you want, you can do it like in a low poly, but I think I'm pretty happy with these things because the segment is already coming really good. So now it's time to add some door area. So now I'm selecting few faces and I'm just deleting that, and make sure to align my vertex according to the door reference. So let's see, I'm selecting these few edges. I'm just trying to play with these border edges, and so I'm trying to match with the reference. So let's see, I'm adjusting few of the vertex just to get the shape of the door. So I'm playing with this other viewport, and yeah, I think it's coming really good. So I'm now just manipulating this few vertex to make sure our border should get properly match with the door, and later on we can extrude that the border area. So I think I'm pretty happy with this shape, and now I'm just extruding this the border edge, just to give the door loop. And I'm adding few segments as well, because if you press 3, or if you do a smooth, it will collapse. So it's better if you can add more segments just to give more support on that. All right, so now let's add the rock area. If you can see the rock on top of the door, so let's create that rock as well. So I mean, you can do it in the multiple way. I mean, you can just simply select the face near to the door and make a duplicate and extrude it. I mean, in modeling you can do any kind of stuffs in the multiple ways. So now what I'm doing it right now, I'm just creating a simple create polygon tool, and I'm just tracing with the reference to just to make the shape of the stone. So now I'm just created the shape. Now if you can see, this is the shape that is all created with the help of create polygon tools. So now what I'm going to do it, I'm going to wrap this stone surface on the mushroom surface. So for that, let's so before that, I mean, let's clean that mesh. So let's extrude, and for first you need to create the delete the history. Okay, and now let's bridge that to fill that area. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect all this vertex. Okay, so this is very important, you need to connect, you can't just leave your vertex alone. So you need to add all the segments together to make a proper mesh flow. And if some vertex is not matching, it's better if you can add some extra segments, just like that. Yeah, so now I'm happy with these things, and now let's try with this wrapping this geometry on the surface of the mushroom wall. So now I'm selecting both the geometry, and let's go to this edit mesh. And but before that, make sure you should delete the history. Okay, otherwise sometimes it will not work. Okay, so now if you can see, our geometry has curvature but not the object. So I mean, you can do it manually, but manual process will take a lot of time and effort. So now we'll use the shrink wrap options to to wrap the surface on the curvature. So now let's use that. So under the shrink wrap, I changed the options from vertex normal and click on apply. So it's not happening. So let's see. Oh, okay. So just because it was reverse. So now once you reverse the surface, and now if you can see, it is coming really good. Few vertex is not coming properly, but yeah, I mean, I can do it. I can do it manually. I mean, because just a few vertex, so I can just place it manually. Yeah, so now this is coming good, I think. Yeah, that's fine. So now if you can see how nicely this surface is aligned and on top of the curved surface. All right, so this is very useful tool. I have already uploaded a video that is totally dedicated for this shrink wrap. I'll put that in the description link, or you can just click on this button to see this tutorial for the shrink wrap. So now I have just extruded these things, and oops, something gone wrong. All right, so let's see. Okay, so if everything's perfect now, so let's select this wrapped surface and just click on the extrude. I'm just giving some thickness on that because obviously the rock has some sort of thickness. And if you can see in the front viewport, it's not matching properly, but it's fine because, like I said, the reference is in the perspective, it's not the proper front. So it's totally fine. So now I'm adding this thickness, but before that I'm just trying to get the vertex according to the reference point. So now after giving this thickness, and just make sure that you don't need that much of segments, but just a little bit uh, thick, just to give you some stone look. And now what I can do, I'm just selecting all these edges that is aligned on the rock, and I'm just going to give bevel with the very tight fractions, because eventually this is just for the stone. So I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just separating these elements, just to give more stone look. So now what I'm going to do, I'm selecting all the beveled faces, and after selecting all the beveled faces, I'm going to delete that. So once you delete that, now every pieces is like separate, it's not connecting with anyone. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all these faces, and I'm going to use fill hole to make it a solid object. So make sure you do it like to make a solid object. So now I'm going to do it for all the objects. So I'm selecting again all the borders, doing the fill hole. I mean, you can use the same process because fill hole is already I'm using, so you can use the shortcut key G. G is the shortcut key for repeat the tool. So selecting all the edges and press G to fill hole. So I'm doing it for for all the geometry. So selecting everything, selecting all the edges and pressing G to fill the hole. Select edge, press G, select the edge, press G, select the edge, border edge, and press G. So now everything is done. So now let's press 3 to see how it looks when we use the smoothing options. So before that, I'm just adding few segments because currently we don't have any segments. So if you press 3, your objects will get collapsed just like this. So see, I mean, it's coming really good, but it's collapsing because we don't have that much of segments. So now let's add few more segments, but this time we're going to add near to the border area. It's not that collapsed.